What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Having Said That show. I'm your co-host Adi alongside my co-host Jay.
What's up, guys?
But he's not only a co-host anymore, he is the proud gym owner of L3 Studio.
All right.
Is Studio L3 or L3 Studio?
Studio L3.
Studio L3.
I just refer to it as L3 because I've been referring to my current gym as L3 just in location for a while.
How long has it been, bro, since you wanted to have this gym and now it finally happening?
I think if I really trace it back to like from being a dream to like an idea, like a solid idea, it would be 2020. 2021 actually. 21.
So like 4 years.
4 years now.
Crazy, man.
Yeah. And like every time I would step into, if you guys don't know this, we used to shoot our old episodes in what is the office for L3 right now.
Sure.
And every single time I would walk into the gym, I would kind of like picture, all my equipment there and all the stuff there. And I even took Aman this past week and he was just like, damn, like this looks so different from what we used to shoot, and obviously the changing room is now a bathroom and
It's
a locker
crazy,
room,
dude.
and
Yeah.
it's great, man. It's so much fun.
I feel like on the face value of it, when people hear it took 4 years, they might feel like it's a lot, but I know what it takes and how much kind of investment it takes for you to make something like this. And just the fact that Jay at the age of 25 has done this is commendable,
That's
bro. I don't think a
insane,
lot
man.
of
That's
25-year-olds can say
Thank
that.
you guys. Thank you.
Good, man.
Honestly, like I keep saying this to everyone in my life who congratulates me at least, but like I could not have done it without everyone around me. I don't think I would be mentally stable enough to kind of go through this journey without every single person in this room, definitely in my life. Without you guys, it wouldn't have been possible.
Shout out, Jay.
Shout out you guys,
Jay.
man. Shout out.
Oh, nice.
But also, it is crazy because from when I first met you, which was now 2.5 years ago, I remember you saying, yeah, we can use this space, but I'm going to turn it into a gym.
Yeah.
To see it turn into a gym is crazy. And honestly, guys, shits in the new bathroom gonna be gas, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Compared to
That's
that
true.
old bathroom, tiny little closet. No offense, I loved it. I had a good time there, but the new bathroom, gas.
Yeah.
Also, what I think is really lovely is that through like our many different episodes, we kind of chronicle the whole space as it used to be.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, we have a
especially
lot of
the Office
footage.
episode,
Yeah, we have a
the
lot of
Office
footage of the old
episode,
space.
Even like the dance y'all did with Himanshu.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
like the dressing competition. So
The reel that
The
you
reels, it's crazy,
Yeah.
man. I'll get some footage for you, Vin. We'll put it up here as well.
and now what it looks like is insane.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
join in to be a client, because if you work out his gym, he can point up and show you that's where our studio was.
Yeah.
And it's glass and shit. You
yeah.
can see inside.
Yeah,
If you're
yeah.
extra nice, he'll take you there. No, I don't know about
no,
that.
for real though, if you guys do want coaching spots, DM me at coach.j. It's gonna be a great time, and it's time to deliver, guys, on the promise of me making this gym and me making this investment. So if you are interested in personal training, hit me up and we can get it going.
Best in the business.
Yeah.
Make some noise, man.
Thank you guys.
So we thought we'd do a fitness-themed ep today.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, and what we wanted to start with, like we do on all HSD episodes, is our controversial opinions on fitness. Who wants to go first?
I wanna let me pick the order first. Okay?
Sure.
I really wanna hear Aman's fitness controversial opinion first. I wanna have the most energy for this one. Then we'll go Sid, then you, then we'll do me.
So I don't have any controversial opinions. I barely have any opinions on fitness, but I have something I know that'll piss you off, so I'm gonna say it. I think,
No.
Lizzo is thin.
yeah,
She is
actually
now,
is
guys.
She is, yeah.
She is now.
She
and
is.
you know what? Low key,
Aren't you proud of her?
I'm
proud of the Ozempic.
I'm gonna drop a it's a little bit of my controversial opinion.
That you were
The Lizzo
responsible
thing.
for Lizzo's
No, well, I
weight
mean, I don't
loss.
want to say that directly, but no, I do have a controversial opinion surrounding this topic. So
Okay.
go for it, Aman.
Sure. Well, mine is just, it's a fun one. It doesn't really affect anything. I think calluses are great, and
Yeah.
obviously they're going to happen as you lift.
Yeah.
You can wear gloves, you can put cream on, and you don't have to be proud of your like fucking bad skin, bro. Like moisturize once in a while, you'll survive.
Ah,
I think, as
Like, come on, bro.
I think as
as
a
a
younger
younger
man,
man,
I would have,
disagreed.
yeah.
But
no,
now-
exactly. I still think lifting gloves are like a big no-no for like lifting reasons. I would say.
Sure.
Like, have
I
you
mean-
ever played tennis before?
Yes.
you like an avid tennis player?
I've played
Would you
tennis.
be able to play tennis in gloves, or would that ruin like the tactile feel of like the racket? Because you have to
But
like
that's
there's
why you put a
slight
grip on the
maneuver.
racket. Now you don't play with, like,
but you
rough
still get
metal.
calluses with the racket.
But
obviously.
not as much. Like when I played squash, my calluses were not as much as
But
when
you
I...
do get calluses. I'm talking just
Slight
about
one.
the.
And then you moisturize, bro.
So the moisturizing
How about instead of
part,
asking
the moisturizing
everyone in the
part.
gym to wear gloves, everything is just padded properly?
No, because then it's a grip issue, right?
Yeah, so I mean,
Huh?
look, there's a lot
I
of
found
there's a
out
lot
when
of
I went to his gym.
there's like a lot of different reasons why I'm anti-glove. I'm not so much anti-moisturizer anymore. Like I don't put it, but like if you want to lift and you want soft hands, a compromise is like lifting without gloves. Fucking moisturize if you want to moisturize.
It's
Man.
moisturize. Bro, the thing is,
He has the softest hands, bro.
Yeah.
because I
Crazy,
moisturize,
bro.
bro.
Ajay, you said that way too many
Crazy.
times on this
I'm
pod.
just saying, like when
And
you
I
when
used
you
to get
dap him up,
shamed
it's
for
like
it.
it's like a nice pillow. I used to shame him for it, but now I appreciate
And a
it. you know?
callus would form and I would moisturize it. I will say when I had when I was working out at your gym and I had callus on my hand, I think my girlfriend liked it more.
But just saying, bro. Just saying.
But
I don't know if ladies love the smooth hands that much. You
Yeah.
guys can. You guys can.
can-
But
I mean,
they
I
don't-
think-
but they wouldn't love an overly calloused hand also.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
I
this.
think both extremes are bad.
Yeah.
But you'd rather have something than nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I think you should
Have
be
a little
proud.
of both.
Have a little bit.
You
have
should
a
be
little
proud
bit.
of the muscles. You should be proud of the fact that you're consistent. You should be proud of the fact that you're even going. I don't think bad skin is something to be proud of. That's my controversial opinion.
Sure.
It's cool. Yeah, it's okay.
It's
Yeah.
not a bad skin thing though. It's
Yeah,
like
it's
a
like a
mark
receipt,
of like,
man.
yo, this
It's a
is how
receipt.
much time I spent in the gym.
Yeah. It's almost like a receipt, bro.
I mean, your muscles should be that,
But
right?
maybe it's a bit of a
Little bit of both.
Yeah, but
it's a bit of a sweet ego boost also for the
What, I have
for the guys doing
calluses?
it. I mean,
yeah, for sure, man.
like,
I'm in
it's
such a
like-
good mood.
yeah.
I don't even want to disagree with
Well,
you.
that's
but
why it's my controversial opinion. I
Yeah,
don't really
sure,
much.
Show me
sure,
your hand,
sure.
Jay. Are you calloused?
It's pretty
I'm
callous.
callous
Always,
now, bro.
bro.
Jay is like all callous.
But it's not that bad though. It's nice.
okay.
yours, Adi?
Next up, you want to hear Sid?
I want to hear Sid. Yeah.
Again, not really opinion. This is like a trend that I've been seeing in gyms, at least the gym that I work out. I feel now
You work out at a different
the-
gym?
No. In like whatever others in media. I feel like people are coming to the gym now
Yeah.
more so for like the vanity of it.
Yeah.
A lot of people, not all, but a lot of people are doing that. Like, you know, they come, they're all like proper dressed, they all are taking reels of themselves or doing something. They all are like, I don't know, it's become like more of the show of it rather than the actual purpose of
Okay.
becoming fit. Like, I'll give you an example. There's a guy who comes to the gym, he's a young kid, like 22-year-old. Bro, he'll first spend like 10 minutes looking at himself in the mirror, making sure his fucking band and his shorts and his t-shirt and all. Then he'll go and play the music and he'll choose like 5 different songs. Like, pick the song, right? It's not that hard.
Oh, he plays for the whole gym?
For the whole gym, he'll connect his phone and he'll blast at some shit music.
Does he
first
take
of all.
requests?
What is he playing?
Like bad music.
What? Like,
According
do you
to
know
you,
what it
which
is?
might be
but
good
like,
music.
Like he's playing like old English songs, like
Oh, okay. So my.
whatever. Like it's no. Like Smack That and those kind of
Bro,
songs. Which is a
come
good
on,
song.
shit.
Which is a good song.
That should have been your
I want to meet
controversial
this
opinion.
dude now, bro. Like, sounds
No,
hype.
but he's like basically he's just coming and he's doing all that and then he goes and does 1 rep or 2
Yeah.
reps and then he's again back to the mirror and like making his hair proper and like changing the music again. Like, bro, you're spending like 3 hours in all this and like 15 minutes working out.
I have a
Yeah,
question.
yeah.
Is he like fit? Would you look at him and say, oh, he goes to the gym?
Yeah, sure.
So then why does it matter?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
dude. It's like
Then let
you
him
know
do his thing, bro.
You know what it is? It's like if you look good, you feel good, and if you feel good, you do good. So then it's
Yeah.
like, look, I get it. I'm always a fan of like whatever gets you in the gym. Like if you have fun doing it, you'll keep coming back. If he likes looking at himself all pumped up, you guys know how gym mirrors, lighting, you definitely look the biggest in the gym, right? So as long as it gets you there consistently, I'm okay. If it gets in the middle of your workout,
That's my point, yeah.
like if you have to like center your workout around that becomes a problem. But at the end of the
I
day,
doubt
it's
he's
like
doing that.
yeah, like at the end of the day, I mean, you know, if he's just looking at himself between sets, who doesn't?
If it works, it works, bro. Why does he have access to control the music?
That's your question.
That's
charming
my
guy. Must
Bro,
be.
Must be
the
charming, dude. I
sound
don't know.
console unit has like 1 aux wire, so whoever goes and puts in their phone, they get access
why don't
to
you?
it.
Why don't you
Yeah,
put it in?
clearly you're there before him,
I'm
bro.
on my
Does he take
earphones, that's all.
requests? Is what I'm
You
saying.
clearly care though.
Is he
And he
chilling?
also and can I say something? Just why it
Yo,
irks
this
me so
dude
much
is
is because
really
he
trippy.
blasts the music. So even my earphones, like they don't work.
See, you're clearly there before him. Just play music.
But
he doesn't have the confidence to DJ for the gym.
No.
So
I
this
am-
guy is what
no,
Sid
no,
has
no, no.
always wanted to be.
Yo,
Bro, I
damn,
am.
no, come on, Sid.
Don't let him
I
hold a
am
mirror up to you,
considerate
bro.
to the other people in the gym. They don't maybe want to hear my music, so which is why I listen to my music on my earphones, which only I can listen to. But he's not considerate to other people. He's fucking going and blasting his shit
Sid, I
ass
want
music.
you to try playing your own music one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, did see what happens.
This is what we propose, Sid. You play your own music.
I'm not doing that. That's fine. Hey, I have confidence in my music. Okay, I know it's good, but like others won't like it. So I'm
Okay, you
considerate.
want my controversial
I
opinion?
do, yes.
I feel like me and you would agree on most of the gym ones, so
Agreed.
I picked a
Recovery one.
mental health one.
Oh,
Mental health fitness.
we agree on most of that as well. So unless you've changed your opinion about
No.
some stuff.
I just came up with this thought, which is, I think in the next 5 to 10 years, there'll be a new mental health illness of people who think they have mental health illnesses.
I think that's already a
Yeah,
a
isn't
thing,
that
though.
already?
But
a
do you
thing?
think it's a diagnosed mental health
No,
thing where
no,
you can
no.
look at someone and be like, you are mentally challenged because you think you have a lot of mental health illnesses?
But here's the thing. Here's the
I
thing.
don't know if challenge.
You know what? Let
Sorry,
me
whatever the correct word is.
let me put it to you this way, right?
Handicapped or
If perception
which
is
word should I use?
You're basically a
Differently
hypochondriac.
able.
differently
Yeah.
mentally able?
Sure.
You're
Yeah.
essentially a hypochondriac.
But you know what it is, right?
Whatever
for
word.
mental illness, at least, it's like if your perception is your reality. If you think you have a mental illness, like anxiety, for example, that's pretty much what anxiety is.
Exactly.
It's thinking.
Okay, yeah. It's
Like
just,
that, I mean,
yeah,
like,
I guess.
it is like if you think you're an anxious person and you think you've got anxiety,
Is
chances are you have
but that's not the only anxiety you're suffering
no,
with.
it's not. I mean, there's work induced, there's like, family relationships, whatever. But if you are a hypochondriac, then you do have anxiety because I think that's what anxiety is. It's just
Sure.
you think you're
I think
anxious
he's
all the
talking
time.
about something more like.
You're more
Yeah,
like the ADHD boom that's been taking place.
That's-
like everyone has
That's a
ADHD.
boom. It is a
bro.
boom.
But
I mean,
the
we all
thing-
have ADHD,
The thing
bro.
about
Now,
having
like,
ADHD also, it's a little bit like that left hand thing, right?
What?
Which is essentially in like the 90s, only 10% of people were left handed.
Ah.
And then once they started letting kids write with whatever hand they wanted, it sort of evened out.
So once you let people pay attention to
Oh.
anything,
No, as
they'll
in the
just pay
idea,
attention to everything.
the idea is that like now, when like we were kids also, it was like just starting out that someone could be ADHD. And you had to be like really severe to be like, oh, this kid really needs like extra attention.
yeah,
Right?
I think ADHD is it's diagnosed only in one viewpoint, right? Because like I know a lot of my friends
yeah.
who are very ADHD, but like ADHD is determined, like the baseline for like attention is school,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
it's like if you don't pay attention in school, you have ADHD. I have friends who are like severely ADHD who are like geniuses at what they do.
Yeah.
And like their minds are like so tuned in to like what they do that it's like you don't have attention deficit or disorder. You just don't give a fuck about other shit. Like, and definitely like there's kids who can focus much easier. I'm not saying ADD doesn't exist. It definitely does. But like me, for example, I'm definitely locked into what I want to do, but
Sure.
if there's shit that doesn't interest me, I will have an attention deficit disorder. So
You're right. I think it's complicated, and I think mental health is always like the definition of what it means to be mentally unwell is always changing.
Yeah.
There are obviously severe cases, and people are probably getting misdiagnosed. We are not really qualified.
I'm interested.
but I mean,
do you
yeah.
think you're ADHD?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I got tested a bunch. They denied it each time. I was like, shit. I wish. But yeah, no.
I think the issue is like
I guess I
diagnosing
agree with you.
and then like medicating, bro. That kind of fucks you up, you know?
Yeah.
Like, medicating it based on a diagnosis of like a 7-year-old boy doesn't want to sit still in class. Like,
Yeah.
the fuck?
But there are like, I mean, we all know like someone in our class who genuinely had like a really hard time and would like, it would be like they would get like aggressive or whatever, right? At least maybe I went to like a bunch of schools and I knew a bunch, like, of differing sizes. But
Sure.
especially when you genuinely have ADHD, like that's the issue.
Yeah.
Right?
Like,
you're
there's definitely people out there who like legitimately have ADHD.
For
I'm
sure.
not denying that at all. You know?
I think I was actually just watching an old episode of ours where we were talking about medicating and exercising. Do you remember this?
Yeah, of course I remember this.
Yeah.
The steroid
With
one.
the steroid one.
No.
It was like
Where Jay
if
said-
your therapist or your ADHD, I mean, like if your therapist
Yeah.
isn't asking you about your relationships, about your exercise routine, about your like about your just general habits, like your nutrition and stuff, like they're probably not a good therapist. You know,
That's
like
not what we spoke about,
addressing.
but
No,
yeah.
it's not. But like along those lines, right?
Yeah,
It's like
it was about exercise and
if you
yeah.
don't address these things, like these are like your fundamental functional habit behaviors, and if you're not addressing this, then like what are you actually diving into? You know. But that's a whole
I
other,
agree, man.
That's a whole other topic. But
Yeah.
I mean, choose your
I'm like
therapist
trying to
wisely,
think
of
if
course.
my therapist has ever asked me about.
Are you
Maybe
guys-
they know, right? Like
Yeah,
if you
like,
lift
they
and
can
stuff.
tell,
So
yeah.
like it's one of those things where
are you guys sleeping well?
No, man. I haven't slept well this whole year, I feel
Dude,
like.
same,
neither,
man.
bro.
Me too.
me neither.
I'm
man.
sleeping really bad. I don't know what it is, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm obviously, I mean, a part of it's like eating too close to bedtime and
Yeah.
Bro,
dude.
but I
screen.
slept on someone's memory foam mattress.
Yeah. Fuck
That
your
shit
back up.
knocked me the fuck
Oh,
out, bro. For
okay.
10 hours, I didn't wake up. That was
Wow.
amazing. Expensive mattress, though.
yeah.
But you know what? I slept on the floor today. Like I took my nap on the floor. Insane.
Yeah, but
I think
It
you
was
just
one of the
tired.
best naps.
Yeah.
It was one of the best naps I've taken in like a really long
You
time.
and
I mean, we all
like
have
a
taken good
carpeted
naps.
floor,
And we
bro,
all have
like,
taken
you
good
didn't
naps.
specify
It's,
this.
it's
yeah,
about like
it was a
nice
carpeted floor, but it was
Yeah,
still
yeah.
the floor.
Sure.
A consistent sleeping routine, no. Haven't
Bro,
had one.
I don't
bro.
even think
I'm
you
having
can.
some really messed up dreams, bro, and I
Tell
just
us
keep
one,
waking
bro.
up.
Tell
I
us
don't
one.
even remember. I just
Oh,
wake up in the middle of the
I
night.
have one that was really fucking weird.
Go for it.
Okay.
The night before I opened my gym, so like Sunday night, I had a dream that I was having dinner with Jim. What's his name? How do you pronounce his surname? Jim Croce? Jim Crocky? Jim.
I have no
You know
idea.
the glass fucking guy, man.
Who?
Time in a bottle. If I
you
could
say?
say time in a bottle. You seen X-Men?
Yeah, yeah.
Sure,
Days of
Jim
Future Past?
Croce.
Jim-
I don't know who this is.
You seen X-Men Days of Future Past?
Yeah, yeah, I know the
You
song
the
you're talking
Quicksilver
about.
guy?
Let's see how it's Croce.
Yeah, okay. Jim Croce and I having dinner, chopping it up. And he's dead, obviously.
We are looking at how
Are
So I was like,
James
it's okay, I don't really care that much.
Bro, let's just call him Croce.
Let's just call him
Croce.
Jim.
It is Croce.
Let's call him Jim, okay? And we just like sang his songs all night long, and then he died, and I was like,
Are you like that in front of
that's
you?
fucked. And then I just woke up and I was like, fucking ready to smash the day, man.
They got you pumped up.
It got me pumped up, bro. It got me
What the
fired
fuck,
up.
dude?
I love his music, so just to be able to sing it with him was
This
was
is
a,
so
was a
weird.
Yeah,
pleasure, man.
he died in
I'm
front of
telling
you.
you, I'm having weird dreams like
Did
that.
he die in front of you?
No, I heard that he died.
Oh, so you're
Yeah,
singing
yeah.
and
We were
he,
saying he left, and then I heard he died later that night. The details are foggy.
and then you
but, like,
woke up hard. What?
And I didn't wake up. No, wait. No, I woke up motivated, slightly hard, but motivated.
Motivated. Yeah.
You know, to crush it, bro.
Okay, what's your
Okay,
controversial opinion? Sorry, Sid.
My controversial opinion is that weight loss drugs, Mounjaro, Ozempic, all of these things, there is a time and place for them.
Yeah.
There is a time and place for them. There's people who like legitimately health-wise are better off taking these drugs and reducing their weight than changing, than staying the way they are. Liposuction is fucked up. Like you're
Yeah.
leaking for days. You don't actually change your habits. I'm not advocating for Ozempic or Mounjaro or any weight loss drugs whatsoever.
Unless you really need it.
Having said that,
Sure.
I'm done. Having said that, I do believe that there is a time and place for them because some people have genuine like insulin disorders and thyroid issues and stuff, and this
But
kind of
how is this controversial, bro?
It is controversial because
I don't think it's
Based on what? If you
controversial.
need it, you should have it.
Bro, I think we're actually cooked because I don't think any of us had like really controversial opinions. I think we've
I
just
have
like
some-
become really like basic.
I have something which I can say, but
I'm a bit
if you-
worried.
Unless you
No,
want to
go
finish
for
yours.
Is it
first.
racist?
What?
Hey man,
What?
no,
Is it
knowing
racist
Sid,
to
bro,
not
like,
have a controversial
No,
opinion?
I'm
no, go for it.
you.
Go, you go for your controversial opinion.
No, but you don't want to say anything about this thing.
I think so. Like, dude, like, there's people who are like cloning food, like in America, because snack consumption has gone down, like in Walmart, Target, and all. People are like engineering food to subvert the effects of these drugs because people aren't snacking as much.
Oh.
Oh, no, I
Like,
say that again. I didn't get it.
food companies in America are creating and re-engineering food to subvert the side effects, to subvert the effects of Ozempic.
Basically,
and
a lot
all
of these
weight loss
drugs just controls certain hormones that make you feel hungry or make you crave something or whatever. So he's saying that they're now creating different snacks that can subvert that
Like
effect.
even the same snacks, they're just reformulating it to
Are you
kind
sure?
of like yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
where'd you read this study?
I read it on the internet.
Yeah.
Where did I get it from? It's like niche app, bro. It's got like information at the swipe of a screen, you know.
It's like
So-
instant.
Yeah,
I'll
we
send
might
it to
be
you guys. I'll
interviewing
send
the
it to you.
head of that app. Actually, I know it's really small. We just want to blow it up.
Yeah, I mean
As
it's
much as we
super
can.
niche. I don't know if you
but the
guys.
thing-
It's like a networking.
The thing is, like, they are, first of all, they've created this problem where they've made Ozempic and all these drugs like a more easily acceptable and a common state thing.
Yeah.
And now then they are creating another problem to circumvent.
I think it's two different lobbies.
It's a different day,
Yeah.
bro. So
It's two different
Different
lobbies. It's big
different
pharma
lobbies,
going up
true,
against
yeah.
like the food
big
industry,
snack.
man.
No, but you
And they're usually in. They're
But the
usually
problem is
in.
two problems are getting created.
Sure, but so Ozempic is like it's a diabetes drug that is a hunger suppressant, which is why people are using it as a weight loss drug. There is an argument to be made about like the culture around how we talk about fat people online, which is why people think that taking a pill is better, right? Even when they're not that fat. I think that is like
I think taking this shit when you don't need it is dumb as
But
fuck.
the thing is,
but
people
like,
think they need it because of the way people talk about
Is
fat
Karan
people.
Johar on Ozempic, bro? I've only been seeing this guy's
That's what
weird
the-
that's
fucking
what the-
photos.
Media believes.
That's what the rumors
Look,
are. We don't know.
the thing is,
What do you think of that, bro?
Bro, but he's like sunken.
If you're asking
And
me
how?
personally,
I literally am.
I have two thoughts. One, can you achieve that without the help of weight loss drugs? Sure. Did he do it without weight loss drugs? I'm not that sure. You can never be too sure. If you did, hats off to you, buddy. If you happen to watch this somehow, but I don't think so. I don't know. You can't really say for sure.
Isn't this a good example of what Aman said? Like people who, if he did use a drug, it's a good example of people who don't need to use it but are using it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I brought him
Yeah,
up.
I don't think he was a particularly chubby dude to begin
Not
with.
at
He was
all.
pretty like
Not
normal.
at all.
That's what I'm trying to say,
He
right?
looked
Like
like
I
a
think the
fit
way
dude,
people
I guess.
talk about fat people, and okay, sure, like there are like people who are morbidly obese who probably need Ozempic, people who are slightly overweight who have heart problems, etc., whatever, and there are people who are like slightly overweight, maybe like enjoy a beer from time to time, right? Who believe that they're a lot better off.
There's no.
I've been off beer for a while,
Like 3 weeks.
like a month plus.
Yo, he's
More?
been no. Like props to Aman though. He's been killing it with his fitness, man.
Well, we'll anyway. My point is that I think
Let's do a
that
documentary.
okay. Anyway, I think there is an argument to be made about how we talk about fat people online. Even someone like Lizzo, because sure Lizzo was slightly more overweight than like the average pop star, but like considering every comment she
Slightly
got,
more than the average pop
overweight
star
than
is,
the
bro.
average pop
It's putting
star.
it like lightly.
sure, but every
Bro.
No, say it as it is, bro.
every
say it as
comment
it
she
is.
got was like
Sugarcoating the
fat shaming her,
sugarcoat.
bro.
Sugarcoating
And
the
again-
sugarcoat.
And again,
Bro, look, like
Lizzo for a long time was promoting healthy habits.
yeah, until there was an option to not actually be fat.
Because
bro.
even when she was doing the healthy habits and not
Promoting
losing weight,
healthy habits, just be healthy.
Yeah,
no, but I mean, she
low-key,
was
bro.
like, let's say, whatever. We don't know what the reason was that she wasn't losing weight that quickly, considering what she was advertising, at least to her millions of followers who she was influencing, was that, oh, I go to the gym and I'm eating like clean and I'm this and I'm that, whatever. And then now she's on fucking Ozempic and everyone's like, oh, yeah, well, good props to her, right?
But
like,
the whole thing is,
we don't know if
like,
she's on Ozempic, like,
no, we
allegedly.
definitely know she's on Ozempic.
Allegedly.
What happened?
She's
I haven't seen her, bro.
Nah, you haven't seen Lizzo,
I
bro?
haven't seen
That's
her.
crazy.
Allegedly.
Yo, look, I'll tell you what, bro.
I mean, no
I'll tell you
libel.
what. It's like, I always say this, and not in a derogatory way at all, but it's like,
Whoa.
if you ask anyone who's gone through like a significant weight loss journey, if they regret going through that journey, the answer is almost never no.
Sure.
So like Lizzo was more than happy justifying her lifestyle when she was fat because she didn't or couldn't drop the weight for whatever reason. But the second there was an avenue to do it without major side effects, she took it.
But maybe,
And that's what I'm saying. It's like you never regret getting in shape.
maybe if she wasn't so criticized for her body constantly, even where like a podcast in India was saying, oh, she's so fucking unhealthy,
Which
she has
podcast
to
was
lose
saying
weight.
that?
I don't know, one of those, I said this types. My point is that like maybe then she wouldn't be she wouldn't be forced to like.
Be healthy.
Was
No,
she
it's not being
forced?
healthy.
Was she
wasn't
forced? That's what I'm
forced.
saying.
Wouldn't
The
it
idea
be
is
good
that
to be
Her
forced to be
brand
healthy?
her brand was being slightly overweight.
No,
than the
her
average
brand was
person.
her brand was self-love. It was always self-love. It
Self-love.
was always, I just did a DNA test and it turns out I'm 100% that bitch, right?
Whoa!
Straight
Is that
up.
a line? Is that
That's
a
a
bar?
line,
That's
that's
a
a
bar,
line.
man.
Yeah,
That's
that's a bar.
Straight
the
up.
point is that like if society did not
Chocolate
look
bar.
down on overweight people. You guys are crazy, bro.
What did he say?
And this is rich talking about like taking the easy option, considering like a year
I
ago
have a controversial
you said
opinion.
steroids.
But that's
I
not
have
the-
a controversial opinion.
Say no.
Might be a bit too controversial.
No,
now,
say,
bro.
say,
We
say.
cut it. We cut
Okay,
it.
it's like you know when it's you know
Say
when
this to everyone. Like we'll cut it. We'll cut
when
it.
you
Keep
see
it.
like when you see someone who like doesn't work out, doesn't take care of themselves, as a person who works out quite a bit, maybe I'm in the other extreme
Sure.
category, and that also is whatever, but I think it should be okay to judge them.
Do you judge?
I think it should be okay.
cameraman
I
Aryan?
think it should be okay to judge. Well, see, Aryan's a hard worker, and he's
So,
not.
you think
he's
other
not,
people aren't working
He's
harder?
not overweight. You
But
understand
he
what I'm
can be
saying?
underweight.
If Aryan chubs up a little bit, I'll tell him.
But he can.
If he chubs up a little bit, he's not unhealthy. As
Bro.
he is right now, he's not unhealthy. But I think
Bro, you
it's-
don't know his snacking and eating habits. They're pretty.
You good? No, I do.
He's
I
good.
chat.
Doesn't feel
I
like
chat
it.
with him. Like I know him.
But
What
that's
did
'cause
you eat,
know
bro,
him,
for
bro.
lunch?
How can you judge someone you don't know?
No, obviously someone I know. Like I think it's like okay to like judge people and be
said
like
dal
you
chawla.
should lift at least.
Bro, but you like you know his life. You
Yeah.
know, you see how hard he works.
Yeah,
you can say, oh,
100%.
he's a hard worker. It's okay.
100%.
But you don't know the average Donny walking down
I'm
the
not
street.
talking about
bro.
the average person. Like if someone I meet like and come in close quarters with.
I mean,
and, you
the
know,
idea
if
is it's okay to judge anybody, but the as the like whatever.
I think I'm putting in so much work. And I'm kind of doing, this is why I said it's a little bit of a controversial.
Do you think someone who does a
PhD?
PhD has the right to call you dumb?
100%.
Really? Just because they
100%.
decided to study more?
100%.
But like, yeah, comparatively,
they
he is dumb.
literally studied more. They literally know more than me. That's fine. I don't care.
No, but it's not
It's
no
one thing
more,
that
bro.
you're dumber than them, but it's a different thing for them to call you dumb.
Imagine the guys like
I'm
what's
not
the
out here
difference?
calling.
Bro,
I'm not out here calling people fat. In my own head, I'm
Then they're
saying.
not ju- bro,
in
everyone
my
makes-
own head.
Yeah, bro, go ahead
My
and do
inner
whatever you want to
thoughts,
do. Yeah.
that's what I'm
controversial
saying.
opinion. I can have controversial
No,
thoughts
no,
that I
no.
don't tell anyone. What the fuck, dude? What
I'm
are you talking
obviously
about?
not gonna openly like say unless it's like a close friend of mine being like, "Yo, you should hit the gym." But like,
Then okay, bro.
I think it's
sure.
okay to judge. I think it's okay to judge
In your own head, yes, be
unhealthy
racist
people.
also, bro.
I
for
think
all
it's,
care.
no, that's not right in any case.
Sure.
Under
Aman,
any
how dare you
circumstances.
advocate
You know
racism?
what? You know
That
what?
was crazy.
You know
Aman,
what?
Aman, you're
Roll
advocating
the
racism.
tapes,
I cannot
bro.
believe that you
Roll the
said this.
tapes.
I can't believe you said this.
Release the slow cut.
Don't do that.
Let me ask something. There are these new gyms and these new age gyms coming up which have these kind of like concept ideas, okay? Like I'll name one which I know is an idea. Orange Theory.
Okay.
And Beach Candy, right? They have this thing where the entire gym is in this orange light, and they believe that somehow lends to the fitness or the workout or whatever. And I'm sure there are many more things like that have come up. Some whatever. Oh, yeah.
I don't think that's their main thing. Their main thing is that
Yo,
you're
bless you,
supposed
bro.
to
Thanks,
keep
man.
your
Let it out next time.
your heart rate in some specific zone for 15 minutes
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the
yeah.
workout. That's what
So,
their catch
yeah,
is.
yeah.
My question
Not that
is
the
like-
lights are orange.
Sure, no. My question is like these very
branding said.
no.
That has nothing to do
These
with the
gimmicky
punch.
gyms,
yeah,
they
I
have
know what you're
logos
saying.
and all, huh?
I think the gimmick is that if your heart rate is like great in this orange lighting or whatever, which is why you should work out like that.
It's
right?
orange. No, it's
Nah,
not that at all. The
Sid,
orange
I-
light is just it's just aesthetic. There's nothing to
it's
do
the
with your
vibe.
fitness.
Oh, I thought it was
Yeah,
The
yeah,
orange
yeah,
zone
yeah,
that
yeah,
they're
yeah.
talking
Oh,
about is
shit,
the
oh, shit.
heart rate zone,
Yeah,
like the orange heart
I'm
rate
glad we
zone.
clear that up for you though.
Oh shit! I'm so sorry, man.
I
apologize
honestly
to
think,
them,
like,
bro.
I think
Sorry,
I honestly think like
Yeah,
no, you
orange
can
cherry
shit on them.
really
It's fine.
fine,
I don't mind.
Sponsor.
If you dude, I think whatever physical fitness activity that you like doing, as long as you do something, I think that's okay. Even if you like walking, there's avid walkers out there.
Have I told
So
you?
my point
That's
to you
good,
was,
that's
forget
good,
this
guys.
Orange Theory example. My point to you was, there are these new age fad workouts maybe. Do you think there are fads or like every
100
workout is good?
100%, bro. There's definitely ineffective shit, and I think that has to do with more like the basics are so basic and it's actually so easy that I need to differentiate myself. I need to differentiate myself from everyone else who's doing this, so I'll come up with bullshit, which is the same thing but repackaged in a different, unnecessary way. There's only a few ways you can do things that are really, really, really effective.
So your advice would be stick to the basics. Is
My
one
advice would be stick to the basics and venture out of your comfort zone once in a while, but have the mind to kind of discern what is effective or what is not. Like, understand the basic fundamental principles of like programming, lifting, muscle tension, mechanical tension, and then judge. Then you can be your own judge of like whether an exercise is worth it or not. For you to run in your whatever your goals are.
I think these fad ones at least get people into the gym, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who
We
just
had this about
tried
Chloe
Orange
Ting,
Theory
you know?
because it seemed like a cool and
Yeah.
well-branded establishment. So
Yeah,
it's
and then
it's
you-
fine. And then
yeah.
you pivot and then you go into like another thing where you're like, I enjoyed
Sure.
that, but I think I
Yeah.
can do this on my own. Let me join a gym.
Sure.
Do you not think
100%,
the
like,
cream? Sorry, do you not think the cream rises to the top? So like be a billion like fad workouts, right? Tomorrow somebody will come out
Yeah.
with some
Yeah.
shit that doesn't work,
Yeah.
but the good ones stick around, right? Like the
Sure,
Peloton
sure,
or whatever.
sure.
You could, I'm sure someone called it a fad, and it was like,
Oh yeah, I think
ended up
Peloton
being-
had it. Yeah, Peloton did it.
you know what I'm saying? Or even like, I don't know, at some point like
Pilates.
hot yoga or whatever,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Which has stuck
Zumba.
around. But then there was like goat yoga, which like had like its moment and it's gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Agreed.
So I think what
There's yoga.
I think with fitness,
Yeah.
the mistake sometimes is that yes, it does rise to the top, but there's also people who have massive followings because they prey on people's laziness. And like, as long as I've done my 15-minute ab workout for the day, I'm good. It's like, no, you've warmed up, but I mean, it is what it is. You
We've
know?
spoken
But
about
like you said, maybe that'll get you interested. Maybe you'll be like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, I've done this for 20 days. On the 20th day, I'll be like, dude, I can do so much more.
Yeah.
What else is there to do? That's how you get hooked, and that's how you kind of start progressing.
But
So
we've
like,
spoken about this before, which means like 15 minutes is still 15 minutes more than nothing. So if you're doing 15 minutes, that still means something.
yes, but that has to progressively overload
Sure, but
over
yeah,
time.
I think it
And
does, right?
I
Eventually.
hope so, but that's the thing. It's a personal choice on whether you think that those 15 minutes are enough or not.
But
You have to
like-
get to the point of frustration.
Would you
and
want
be like, I
someone
wanna
to do
more.
15 minutes for the rest of their life or do nothing? You would want them to do 15 minutes.
I think his
I mean,
concern is.
sure, I
sorry.
get it, but they shouldn't. I agree with you.
You know what I'm
yes,
saying? Like-
in theory, 100%, something is better than nothing.
Yeah.
But if we're fighting over something, then you know that it's less, right? I'm
Sure,
saying like
it's
that
definitely
15
less.
minutes should increase.
But let's say you do 15 minutes for a year and at the end of the year you're like, oh, I feel better in general. Even if it's placebo.
I'll tell you what, if you're looking for a minimum threshold of workout time, I would say an hour is like something that you can do for the rest of your life and be okay with, as long as you switch
Sure.
things up and periodize it properly, program it properly, and whatever. Like, I think if anyone out there is looking for like a minimum threshold, fuck it, even like 45 minutes
45
is fine.
minutes is
I would,
good.
like I'd even say like 45 minutes, but like for the rest of your life, if you can do an hour a day, I would say that is like a stopping, like that I could be okay with saying that, okay, for the rest of your life, if you do an hour, that's fine.
Yeah.
You know, like that much I would
You know,
say.
And I
thing
think
with
the
this-
return would also be way high. Like 1 of 24 is what, like 6%, 5.5%.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll get more than 5.5% of your life back in investing that hour every single day.
100%.
Well, it's less than 1 in 24. It's more like 1 in 16, even less, right? Because you're sleeping for.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just saying,
Sure.
how
No,
many
fair
days
enough.
you
I
might
get it.
gain out of doing something like that.
No, I was saying that this problem with the 15 minutes thing is that maybe some people can go like, oh, 15 minutes workout, shall workout done for the day, and it'll get to them then that I'm fit,
I'm
you know,
done.
I've done 15
I've
minutes.
done
I'm-
my thing.
if you're
that-
feeling
in those
fitter-
cases, 15 days is something is not better than nothing.
But if
I
you're
would say.
feeling fitter, it is better than nothing. It definitely
in the
is.
sense like if
is,
it
bro,
inflates
if you're
you,
feeling
your
fit- if
feeling
you're-
of yourself, that's like not a good
if
thing.
your whole life you've done nothing, and you're suddenly doing 15 minutes a day, right?
Dude, that 15 minutes is not long.
Yes, it's not long, but 15 minutes a day is close to 2 hours a week. And
Cumulatively, it does stack up. But
I'm just saying that like it's better than nothing. And also, if you feel better, and if with those 15 minutes you're going for a 1 hour walk, plus you're like dieting or whatever.
Hold up.
Hi,
No,
you're not-
dude,
It's a
but
1
you're
hour.
counting 1 hour, na?
Yeah.
Sure, but
The
my
walk
point
is
is
counted
lot
in
of
that.
people, lot of people walk and eat unhealthy. But once you're doing this 15 minutes, it also encourages you to feel healthier in other places.
I hope so.
It
That's
does,
what I'm
bro.
saying. My whole thing is that
Yeah.
I hope so.
It
I
can go
hope
either
that,
way.
I hope that 15 minutes turns into half an hour, turns into 45, turns into 1 hour, turns into 2 hours, 3.5. Who cares?
I feel
Lot
like
of time. People with
when we were younger, all of us were more keen on trying different activities. Like we would try football, basketball, whatever we wanted, and then pick. And then I felt like for the last 5 years when we've been training, it's been just that mostly. Now both of us are like, yo, let's get into swimming, let's get into different
you're
things.
absolutely right, bro.
So I am starting this series on my Instagram, April 20th. There's 100 days till I turn 27. You are supposed to be at peak physical age at 27. So for 100 days, I'm documenting this on Instagram where we just try as many different activities. So I tried like MMA, I'm going for like rock climbing, I'm doing like a bunch of different things just to see if it piques my interest in any way. Along with this, don't worry, I got you. I'm training 3 days a week as well, just to keep like the baseline going.
Okay.
But yeah, I
Let
just
me-
want to try different things.
Let me tell you what, though. Let me tell
Yeah.
you what. If you have 100 days, by the end of 100 days, you should narrow it down to a
2 or
few
3 things. Yeah.
So, like, let's say the first 30 days are all experimental.
Sure.
Every single day, you're trying new shit. At the end of those 30 days, you narrow it down and narrow it down and narrow down, and then
For sure.
specialize.
Keep repeating
and then
it, yeah.
specialize, because
No, that's not
repetition
fun,
is
bro.
No.
repetition is really where you look. If this is,
I think
if it's
naturally
for
I'll be
content,
drawn to like
yeah,
a few, so
I
I'll
think-
want to pick those anyway.
Yeah, I think
But that's at the end of the
content-wise,
100, bro. Not after fucking 30 days, you're not gonna. One of your activities is not gonna be the same as the first 30 days. So that
No, I
defeats the
but I think
purpose.
it
No,
must
so-
because how much can you know that you like MMA or not by one session?
Yeah, of course.
So
But
you
that's what I'm
need to
saying, right?
repeat
You
it.
use the
I
first
agree. So
month.
that's why I agree with you, Jay.
you use the
Yeah.
first month. If you do 2 sessions of MMA a week, that's 8 sessions of MMA. Within 8 to 10 sessions or something, you, even if you suck at it, you know if you want to stick with it or not.
Sure.
Right? Like
Yeah.
even in MMA, you get your ass kicked, right? Like maybe you get your ass kicked for like the first year, but within the first 10 sessions, you're just like, oh, I just got my ass kicked. I fucking hate this shit. Or you're like, I got my ass kicked. Like why? I
Yeah.
want to be better. You'll figure it out. Like you'll figure out what you're drawn to and what you're not.
I'm not
pretty
saying I'll
easily.
stop trying new things, but I think I will continue keeping the things that I enjoyed in the first month
Sure,
on.
but don't. I feel like you need to look at these 100 days as like a lot of, sure, like being fit in life and like doing this is important, but there's a lot of life that is just about experiencing things. And let's say you do 100 days of things, and like on day 1 you rock climb, on a day 100 you like do goat yoga. I don't know, right? And somehow you remember, on day 34 I did this like trek that I really loved, or on day 37 I did MMA. Then you have your 27 to repeat all of that. But those 100 days should serve as just like a
Trials.
I'm sampling, bro.
Yeah. But I don't even think there's 100 things to try, bro.
There's of
There's
course
100
100
things to try.
You think
bro.
so?
I think in sport alone, there's 100
Yeah.
Sports, yeah.
Go play golf, bro, one of the 100 days.
I would
Fine.
encourage you to like, yeah. I mean, look, Aman's right. I think there's 2 ways to look at it, right? There's obviously the content perspective where it helps to try different things, but you at least know that eventually you have to narrow it down.
That's why I've kept the weight training going throughout.
Yeah, okay,
It's
cool.
like I want to
Okay.
keep one thing throughout,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
the rest of it I'll try.
Not even from content. I think like life in
Life.
general.
Even if you want to do
experience,
two, I think like minimum, once again guys, if you're looking at a minimum threshold for like weight training, twice a week. So like let's
Sure.
say you want to start off with only twice a week weight training and discover as many things as possible, and then in your narrowing down phase you re-add weight training,
Sure,
and
sure.
then you kind of ramp that up.
Yeah.
You know, that's fun as well.
Yeah. Interesting, man.
But that is interesting.
I know you're
Yeah.
doing a fitness challenge as
I'm
well.
doing, yeah. So
What are you
like I
doing?
think about 3 years ago now, I started doing MMA, and that kind of led me down this entire rabbit hole of like, you know, I was getting tired super often, like in my rounds. So I started running, then I started swimming, and basically there's this challenge called High Rocks. I don't know if you guys know about it, but I'm competing with 3 friends of mine, and we are going to do this challenge together. It's basically 8
Y'all are
kilometers
one
of running.
team.
We're one team, yeah. So it's 8 kilometers of running interspersed with like movements throughout. So like sled push, sled pull, burpees, all
8
that
km
kind of
each or
shit,
8
right?
km
Total.
8 km total.
Ah,
You
nice.
can obviously do it solo or doubles or whatever, but we're just doing like a mixed relay, and it's something that I would never have like seen myself doing 5 years ago. So like I've kind of used that mentality now. It's like when I hear something, I'm never closed off anymore. I think
Nice,
that's
nice.
like the biggest thing.
That's good.
Is like, dude, if I met myself 5 years ago, I would not even like, I would have so much to tell him that it's just insane to be closed-minded at this point. You
I
know,
agree, yeah.
even 5 years ago, I thought I was fucking open-minded. I was not. Now it just keeps going on and on and on. That's the beautiful thing about like fitness. It keeps changing, it keeps evolving, and it keeps changing its meaning to you. So like if you have to work more, you try and have a baseline. If your work is kind of steady, you play around with it a little bit. It's the best. Yeah.
Well, we asked people from our audience on Instagram if they have any fun gym stories or things that they wanted to share with you before you start your gym.
The gym is a crazy place.
It's wild. Well,
You meet the fucking
y'all have any crazy gym
best.
stories?
I do.
Go for it.
You meet the craziest fucking people in the world. You also meet like some of your best friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's really a mix up. I remember I used to go to this gym, and you may have remembered this dude, but I used to go to my first gym that I went to. There was this guy, and he would never look at anyone. He would never speak to anyone, and that's okay. You go to the gym, you kind of do your own shit. But he would like go out of his way to inconvenience people. Like I remember someone was squatting, and luckily it was on a Smith machine. If you guys know what that is, it's a fixed bar, so like it's very, very stable. But he wanted a plate that someone was using on the Smith machine, and he just like walked up while the person was doing the movement, took it off.
That's
And he
crazy.
fucking took it off.
While you're
and
doing
he
it.
started using it. Dude, everyone flipped the fuck out, bro. Because like, I think everyone really hated this dude anyway. And
Dude,
he
that's,
like,
like,
and then when he
crazy.
started like fucking with people, that's when everyone was just like, dude, that's just not chill, man. Like you cannot just
Yeah.
fucking do
So
that.
what did they say to
It's
him, bro?
crazy. I mean, no, he got a severe warning.
Oh.
That's pretty much it.
Or
Kind
get
of lame.
banned or something.
Kind of a lame
I have two
reaction,
nice
but,
gym stories, bro.
Gyms kind of want people to keep training, so it is what it is.
I remember first week of college. This is like freshman year. I hadn't made a single friend. Like you said, you make a lot of friends at the gym. This one guy who became my best friend for the next 4 years, he just kind of walked up to me and he was like, yo, like what movement are you doing? I've never seen this. And I was doing like some like leg hip thrust or whatever. So I was like, I'll show you. And then later on he was like, you want to hang and stuff? I was like, yeah, sure. Then later at night he came to hang with me, and I was with a bunch of my other friends. So then we started hanging out and all of it, and his name is and then when I left to go to the bathroom, he told my other friend, I thought I was coming on a date with Adi. And then my friends were like,
oh shit.
No, that's not the vibe.
Okay.
Fast forward to like a year and a half ago, I'm at the gym doing a movement. Someone comes up to me. She's like, what movement is that? It's like, it's a Nordic hamstring curl. Would you like me to teach you?
I know this is.
That ended up being my girlfriend.
All right.
Shit, Alex missed out. That's cool.
Damn. Maybe it's the movement you were doing. He was like, okay.
Yeah,
It's the glutes for me, bro. I guess it's the
thrust.
hip thrust and
You want me to show you, bro?
Oh, that's true, bro.
Okay, let's go to some other gym stories. Okay, this is just like crazy, fun, exciting, whatever. First response we received, hooked up with my trainer.
Very
do you think,
common.
man?
Very common.
Comment?
Yeah, of course.
It does
yeah.
happen. It
But
does happen.
isn't like the thing like, don't shit where you sleep, bro?
these trainers, bro, you can't trust.
You know what?
Can't trust a
Like a
trainer,
really
bro.
good quality trainer.
Bro, like,
is
if
only
my-
interested in the work. That's where the love is. You know
So
what
how
I'm
many
saying?
people have you hooked up with?
No. That's
How many
not.
Didn't your girlfriend train
That's
with you
not-
before you all started dating?
Not as a client.
Oh, fair.
Not as a client.
As a friend.
Yeah.
But gym relationships, man, so sweet.
Gym relationships
Yeah.
go hard, bro.
Yeah.
They go hard.
Like that shit will either crash and burn or blossom into something quite lovely.
Let's hope it's
honestly.
the latter.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's
So you have to make a decision.
He's just choosing former ladder mentally.
I tried opening a protein shake bottle with my teeth and my tooth chipped in the gym.
What?
But you're just.
What kind of strong ass shaker are you dealing with, man? Or how
No,
brittle are your
that could
teeth?
happen, bro. Sometimes
Okay.
if you don't wash your shaker and it's just kind of kept in, it just sticks.
What?
Guess who's understood, bro?
Who?
Jay's GF.
No way!
Whoa.
Oh! Come on, man. I actually know this. She video
So
called
then
me
why
on this
didn't
app. I'm like, what shaker are you using, man? I forgot this completely.
Okay, then.
She looked nice with the chip tooth as well. You know,
Nice.
so.
Was showing my BF a rip in my workout pants. It was in the inner upper thigh. And everyone thought I was showing him my coochie in public. And someone came up to me and told me to stop behaving inappropriate in public. Like, bro.
Well, first of all,
I don't think that's something that needs to be shown like at that instant.
what is he
I'm
supposed?
kind of
What
on
are
everyone
people
else's
supposed
side.
to think?
I didn't know
Yeah,
what
what
they're
are people
doing.
supposed to think?
But like, okay, your pants tear over here. You will show it to your boyfriend. Like,
And if I'm looking like that, you think
Sid's
it's
trying to
other
get a
people's
little
fault
peek,
for
you know?
thinking that I'm looking at your pussy.
Sid's trying to snag a peek.
like, you know, it depends on the position of the cut and everything. I don't know, whatever.
I mean,
can't.
I don't, like, sure.
So you know who sent that in? Yoga.
I feel like it's a little people.
He's defending it so
people
hard,
judge too
I'm
far.
like,
yeah,
Like,
people judge. Like, it's fine.
yeah,
Yeah,
chill.
you'll get a lot of like gym like
Gym, like.
the guy who's like, you know, the gym enforcer.
Yeah,
You know, it's like the guy who's like a civilian officer who's like, I'm making a citizen's arrest.
Yeah,
Like
people who'd ask you to use the fucking
dude.
towels. It's not your gym, bro.
Yeah, but can I say that's one of my pet peeves also? Like I always use a towel and I hate when people don't use it.
Citizen, bro.
I think, bro, it's
Grow
like
a pair, bro.
I don't know. I won't go
I think
around and
it's
tell
like-
people that put your towel.
think
That's fine. You
Yeah,
can
but
think it
like-
in your own head. That's okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like
you can have
you've left the machine with like a sweaty fucking bag on it. Like, come on, man, have some manners.
You have your towel, no?
that
Why
actually
should
might
I
be a
wipe it?
controversial.
You don't have to wipe it.
That
You're
actually
putting it
might be a
on.
high key controversial opinion that both of us share. It's like, dude, it's the fucking gym, bro.
What do you
just
expect?
Get down and dirty and just
No.
fucking send
The
it. man.
decent thing to
you
do
know,
is
it's
wipe
your own
down
sweat,
after.
Like,
sure,
it's
but
not a
buying
spa,
someone
you
else's
know.
sweat.
It's like, look, if they're like a sweater, sure.
But
if I mean, if it's
But if you put
harmless-
your towel down, what's the difference?
the decent thing to do is wipe down the machine when you're done.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that is the decent thing to do,
And
but
I
like
always do it.
it depends on where you're working out, guys. But different gyms have different rules.
What's Studio L3's policy on this?
Studio L3's policy is have fun, go hard, like don't worry about all that shit, man. Like if it's really a problem, I'll tell
It's a family. It's a community.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
make sure you're taking care of your
like,
family members.
take care of yourself, take care of your others. But if it's really a problem, someone will come and tell you. Like if it's not, just do
Well, it should
do
be
your
you,
thing.
bro. You don't want a gym
No,
enforcer on
obviously
your-
it's me. But like, I mean, honestly, I don't really care about this kind of stuff. I just want to work out, man.
Fair. Well, Jay's gym is very much so a community as someone who has been a part of it. So tell them that, bro.
It is. He's right. It's true.
He'll take care of you. He won't just be walking out. Okay. This is a sweet one. Started going to the gym to distract myself from my breakup. Fell in love with myself.
Dude,
Oh.
breakups make bodybuilders, man.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Straight up.
I love that.
That should be a merch.
I love that is like the one. Fitness trends come and go, and fads and diets and exercises and blah blah whatever the fuck. The one thing you can always count on is a fucking
Good breakup.
like good solid breakup, man. That just fucking ruins your life, and like you get in there, you're locked in. It's one of the best things that can ever happen to you in your entire life. If you haven't yet, I would highly recommend
Getting broken up with.
getting broken up with and just like locking the fuck in.
even
because
better
you
if you
will
get
end
cucked,
up
right?
That's no. What?
You haven't tried a just been cut workout, bro?
What? Is that not?
If they can break up and go. They can go break up and then go work out with Jay and Jay's sweaty
Yeah,
gym.
honestly, if you guys,
Don't do that, bro. He just opened his gym.
if you guys have been recently broken up with, hit me up for a session. You're gonna be some of the best clients.
No. Let's do that again.
The guys, the guys.
like the dudes, like
The
bro,
dudes.
like if some girl has broken your heart, hit me up.
No, you're Alexing it, bro.
We'll
Just say
bench,
it nicely,
we'll bench
bro.
together. You know, like come on, it'll be great.
It'll be fun.
It'll be fantastic.
Also, gym is open. Gym has a lot of double entendres and
No,
innuendos
it
you can
doesn't.
make up. Like we
What?
bench together. You know, you
Stretched out, bro.
Nah,
That's crazy.
That's not.
Let's
That is. But
let's trust those hips together, baby.
I got all hot and sweaty.
okay. All right.
All right, next one.
I fucked on the bench, boy. my friend farted in front of everyone while squatting.
That's okay.
Hey man, you know sometimes you have your headphones in, you don't even know.
Yeah.
Think you let out a silent one, then the homie comes up.
I look at it this way, that it's such a good squat, you know? Like,
Yeah. I really don't mind. I think people in the gym are a little too conscious. Like something you hear from a lot of beginners is like, oh man, I'm so conscious. I'm so like this thing. I don't want to lift in front of people. I'm so intimidated. I'm like, dude, trust me. Everyone in there is so happy that you're taking this first step, because every single person has been through it, bro. Like there's no, sure there are exceptionally gifted people, but there's no like instantly jacked and knowledgeable people out there. Like it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and the second you make that change to come and actually start, that's all you need.
But you know, it's so commendable that you've want to run this gym as a community. Like that community angle is really cool, because I don't think most gyms have that. Like at least like I use a
think if
club
you're-
gym, for
I think-
example.
yeah.
I don't think people care about who else is there over there.
Okay,
It's
I
not like
think
this
if you're a
community
good
thing.
gym, I think if
Yeah.
you're a really good gym, and this depends on like the gym's philosophy of training and how they like to train, that will attract a certain type of person.
Sure.
You know, and I think I was talking to Aman about this in the 2010s. Fitness wise, right? What kind of content do we used to watch? Like Bro Science, Bradley Martin, like Solo Gym, kind of like
Hodge
the
Twins.
2010s were about individuality. You know, it's
Yeah,
like
Christian also.
yeah, exactly, like grinding alone, whatever, all that shit, right? The 2010s were about individuality, finding out who you are, finding out what it is that you want to do, and all of that kind of stuff. 2020 onwards, obviously lockdown helped a ton with that. It's like, okay, I know who I am now. Where do I fit in?
And where do
So
I find more people like me?
Yeah, I think community is reaching its like
That's
peak
nice.
buzz in 2025, where it's like people want to be a part of something, bro. Like now we're
Yeah.
all adults. Like we don't have school.
I think
you know
even
what I
the-
mean? Like
even-
we don't have a place to go every single
Like
day.
these
where
running clubs
You wanna,
and
shout out on
cycling
tour,
clubs.
man. Like,
Even
shout
the
out on tour.
intimidation thing, it feels easier to come with two friends to a run club
Yeah.
as
100%.
opposed to just come there
100%,
alone.
100%.
You
Or
know?
I suppose you just
Yeah.
go on the streets and start running.
That's all running, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the people you run with or gym with become your friends.
Yeah.
And that's beautiful. That's the most beautiful
I
thing.
really like
that
this
happens,
community
man.
angle thing. It's beautiful,
Yeah.
man. It's
And it
nice.
happens. It just happens. Dude, you spend so much time together that it's like school, you know?
And it doesn't matter like if I am like 10x fitter than someone else, or someone else is like much
No,
fitter
not
than
at all.
me.
You're still
they-
sharing the same
still
space,
sharing
right?
the same space. Yeah. Nice.
There's no special gym for like extra fucking jacked people. I mean, you know, there is. But
Probably is.
It's called L3.
no, but I mean, look, like that's what I'm saying. The if your gym is like super fucking hardcore, it's like blasting death metal. It's got rusty ass bars. It's got like broken, rusty equipment. But there's a market. Like people love training in that environment, and that environment will attract a certain type of person. So it really depends on your gym's
Yeah.
philosophy.
Nice.
You make your
Yeah,
community.
you make your
100%, dude.
The next person says, I was doing chest press and Rohit Sharma walked in and spotted me while I was doing it.
Whoa,
Sweet, man.
that's sick, dude.
Yeah.
Also good to hear he's hitting the gym.
Yeah.
Quite the pudgy guy.
Pudgy.
You know, maybe he needed to be doing bench press a little bit.
And someone said, briefly hit bench with a white guy at LA Fitness. Realized on the last set from his arm tattoo that it was Matt Rife. Brain didn't comprehend him being at my gym, so I didn't put two and two together. And he's included a pic, and I know this guy. So shout out Ayush. Yeah.
Damn, shout out Ayush, bro.
Cool, man. You met
Yeah,
Matt
maybe he told
Rife.
you some jokes.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking dope.
No, I was thinking that's right.
Someone said sat on someone's glasses at the gym by mistake and quietly walked away.
Oh, dude, that's the worst. I've done that. I haven't walked away, but I've done that. It's the worst.
Yeah.
Like, please don't leave your glasses on benches, guys. It's genuinely a problem. I've done that
Damn.
more than one time.
There were a couple of very creepy answers also, by the way.
Wow. What?
Yeah, someone.
Be careful of gym creeps, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
someone said that the
Fucking
trainer
worst,
made me do
dude.
jumping jacks for very obvious reasons. You know.
Ah, what?
Yeah, that, I mean, I
Yeah.
wasn't going to include that. It's a bit of an awkward one to talk about.
It's a fat guy who sent that in.
Yeah, there are.
That's not
There are. Each gym has a creep. Gym
There's
creeps are a thing.
always a gym creep.
Is there one in yours?
Yeah, oh, bro.
If your gym doesn't have a
Not
creep,
in my gym.
Not in
That's-
J's. Not in LT.
No, definitely not in my gym.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know where Aman was going with that.
No, I
If
wasn't.
your gym
dude.
doesn't have a creep, you are the creep.
Will you, Shalji, I'll ask you a controversial question. Will you ever deny membership to anyone?
Sure, dude.
Like
yeah,
if you-
definitely.
if
If,
you-
I have all my slots filled and stuff, I've had to say no before.
No,
Or like
just
if
because
you
you
don't
don't
like
like them
someone.
as a person.
Yeah, then he has his slots filled.
If it happens, I'll tell you.
Because the thing
Has
is,
it happened yet?
No. I don't think I've never denied it. I've never denied anyone. I've been busy.
But that's the
Nah. No, I don't think I've ever denied anyone. Because everyone, like, when you spend so much time with someone, you inevitably kind of, enjoy their company, and you find stuff that makes them tick, and you kind of build a relationship from there. Everyone has something about them that makes them interesting to talk to, bro.
I think we were in my closet in New York
All right.
when
what the hell?
His closet was a recording studio,
Yeah.
obviously, at the time.
That's not so obvious.
sorry,
man.
it was like a booth. It was like a
Context
vibe.
was probably nice.
And Jay had come to visit me for the first time in New York,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we
yeah.
got super drunk, and we were in that closet, and that's when,
Dude, that's
when he showed me our hip thrust.
yeah, that's how I was gonna go.
I remember that, bro. I will always
No,
remember
that's
that.
why he told me he wanted to start the gym.
Yeah.
That was like 5 years ago.
I finally was just like, fuck, like, dude, because we were in our last semester of college, like we were done, and I think in like 2 months or a month, if I'm not mistaken, and I was just like, dude, like, if I don't do this, I will regret it for the rest of my life, and he's just like, yeah, you don't got a lot of follow through, buddy, usually, so if you want to do this, like, please go ahead and do it.
That's
So
crazy.
now that we're recording this app, what is it looking like in the next 5 years? What is your 5-year vision
In
from
the next
now?
5 years, I really want to get into coaching.
Say I will.
I will get into coaching more of like the younger kids in this generation. I want them to kind of grow up having like a robust physical fitness background, on like the
Sick.
shit they
Nice.
make us do in schools. That's something that I've always been passionate about, and
Yeah.
that is something that I'm going to tackle ASAP. I want to get into training athletes as well in any way I can right now, and then build my way up. I really want to get into that world because I think there's a lot of misconception in India with coaching. The biggest one being that more is better, and we kind of run our athletes into the ground. And we always have athletes with very typical overuse injuries, like their knees and their ankles. Always the first to go, or you always realize, like, in Indian athletes, it's always their joints that fail them, and that kind of tells me that there's a huge lag in. And you've been coached by, everyone here has been coached by someone. I always think more is better, right? Like if it's a
You're more
technique
sore,
thing, yeah, it's like
better.
if it's a technique thing, right? Okay, run 10 rounds as a punishment, and then do it again. Like the next time you do it, you're not way more fatigued. You know what I mean? So like, I mean, there's just a bunch of we can get into that later.
That's cool, man. We should talk about that.
But that, obviously, more gyms. I want to get into the recovery space. Not quite sure in my head if it's a fad yet or not.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
that was one of my questions also. Those
we can
cryo-
also get into.
Yeah.
That we can also get
Should we
into
do a
later.
part 2?
We should do a
Part
part
two,
two. Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah,
Let's
how
do
many
it.
likes?
I think 1,000 likes we do a part 2. 2,000 likes, everyone gets into L3 Studio L3 with Jay, and he takes us through a workout.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh,
We
sick.
should do that anyway.
Nice.
We should do that anyway.
But now don't tell them that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. That's
If we don't get 2,000 likes, we'll do it anyway.
probably
we get
gonna be
2,000
after
likes,
2,000 likes.
Jay will do it shirtless. Huh? Thoughts?
That's fair.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Little nip.
Shirtless, short shorts.
Yeah. But that's like, I mean, those are some of the things I want to do. But yeah.
Nice.
We are sure it'll happen.
Yeah,
Yes.
it definitely will.
We're
No,
all
I
very
think-
proud of you. We are going to link Studio L3 in the description, and
Yes,
I
for
want
sure,
everyone
guys.
to know that everyone in this room has at one point been trained by Jay. Any kind of fitness kind of questions that we've had.
One time.
No, he has been. He has been trained by Jay. He's our go-to, and I think he should be yours too. So message him, DM him, show him a lot of love, because this has been a long time coming, and I'm so proud of him for actually following through on it.
Yeah.
You had the follow-through.
Really happy for you.
Yes,
Really proud of you.
I did.
Awesome.
Why don't you sign off?
Oh, Vin has something actually.
Whoa. Empty shelf item or for
Share
Jay's
for the
gym?
gym. Nice.
For empty shelf item for
I'll
Jay.
keep it.
That's so cute.
Interesting. It's Vince. It's gonna be fucking.
It's really sick to see him here. There are a lot of big things that have happened this week. And yeah.
Nice commentary.
Keep it rolling, man.
Yeah,
How
dude.
have your guys' weeks been? You wanna go out?
It's good,
bro?
man. It's
Wow, it
good.
was fun.
I've had a lot of prior engagements.
Have you?
Bro, the Pune show was fucking wild. Biggest show we've had.
Your fucking April Fool's joke was not funny, bro. Dude, it was not funny. I was about to send the hardest I told you so message, and I was in the bathroom, and I was just like, just got me right.
wanna say-
The management team got me first, so basically
Oh,
they messaged me.
did it
Dude,
you?
then that takes
Oh!
away.
Dude, Vin.
When?
Oh, sick.
It's all the it's
Nice.
all the coaches, bro.
That's so sick.
So fucking sick, man. Thank you so
Hold that
much,
up,
bro. This is I mean, damn, that's wild.
Sick.
Everyone's coached everyone. That's crazy, man.
So what
Thank
is
you
this
so much, man.
a
That's
reference
crazy.
from?
This is from Naruto.
Naruto.
So he coached him. But he also coached him, and he kind of low key also coached him. It's a coach fest,
It's a chain,
man. I
it's a
love
coach
it,
fest.
man. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much,
Whoa,
bro.
dude, that's really
This is
sweet,
great.
man.
Wait, what?
The artist who made the manga.
Huh?
Oh, this is like a legit
Original sketch.
dude. That's so
Oh, man,
badass,
that's sick,
man.
man.
That's
Thank you
awesome.
so much, bro. This is great.
Congratulations, buddy. And we will see you guys on the next episode of the Having Said That show.
Peace.
Late night fuck, get a good grip, face light up. When